What is up, guys? My name is Josh Plays FIFA 2 and welcome to another bronze most consistent but not informed draft video. We are 5 days away from the final drafts being released. I'll talk a little bit more about them towards the end of the video, but before I start I want to apologise on the fact that I've not been able to upload for the past couple of days. The reason why is my internet has not been working on my laptop, but it's now been resolved. I've got a couple of stats for the players in the squad today. Now, if I do get any of the stats wrong, I want to apologise. I'm not an avid supporter of the lower leagues and, the bronze players, so if I do get any of the stats wrong or a couple of them, I do apologise, but I love my bronze players on this game, and I think someone has to give them a bit of recognition, because the bronze team of the season is always the type of team of the season which kind of doesn't get many people into it as much as what the gold and the silver does, and I think someone has to give them recognition. So let's go into draft number 3, and we start off with Neil Alexander. Plays for Hearts, has got the most clean sheets in the Scottish Premiership this season. Looks like a pretty nice card, if I say so myself. We've got John Mousinho. I believe Burton could go back-to-back promotions and go into the Championship next season, which is absolutely crazy. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, Championship. Could be crazy. And Mousinho has been an incredible part of what has been a brilliant 2 seasons for Burton Albion, and henceforth what they're going to do in the Championship next season, who knows. Adama Sumaro, or Sumaro, I don't know why I've butchered that, because I was able to say it in the last episode, but Basha has been injured quite a lot this season. I only just realised when I was looking at the stats, but Basha's been injured quite a lot, so Sumaro has come into the team as the centre-back and has been brilliant for them this season, honestly brilliant. And the other reason why he's solo rated is because originally he's a right back, and if he was a centre back he'd probably be a high rated silver. Just looks incredible, if I say so myself. We've then got Roy Gelmy, has been a player who has actually been called up internationally to the Switzerland squad. Is a very important player to the 7th place. I believe they're called something like Gallon? Why did I say Gelmy? That's his name. They're called Gallon, 7th place Gallon, and has got himself an international call-up, as I said. We then move on to Drachman. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get any stats for him. Couldn't find any, which is a bit weird for when I was looking online. But Drachman looks pretty certain to be not a lock-on is what I was trying to say, and his stats don't look too good on the card, but I can't find his actual stats in real life. So, unfortunately, that's something what Sned would probably have on the forums. He's running the bronze team of the season. But I think the stats are all from, like, March. So I've gone and had a look for the new stats. Here comes a player, though, with some good stats. John Joe O'Toole, a guy who has been playing brilliantly for Northampton, as is really just the entire teams themselves, dominating the French, why did I say the French league, the English league. That's the same mistake I've made over and over again. And, I'm at the point where I just can't be bothered editing it out and trying again. He's got 32 games, 11 goals, 1 assist, and he's the type of player that gets 10 goals plus a season for his club. Incredible player, doesn't get much recognition in real life for what he does, and is brilliant and vital player for Northampton this season. A player who has been important for the club as well is Greg Stewart, who's got himself 9 goals and 13 assists in 30 games for Dundalk. Looks like a pretty good card. Now, the Benitez stats, what I've got, I don't know whether these are the correct stats or not. In 27 games, 6 goals, 4 assists. Don't know whether the correct stats or not, but he's been called up to the Argentinian under 19 squad and looks fairly decent. We've then got Cesar Cortez, who's got himself from this season 15 games, 6 goals, 4 assists. I couldn't get his last season's stats up, but you can kind of tell the way it's going from the stats what he got for this season. Looks pretty good in my eyes as well. He's actually, I believe he's 33 in real life. We've then got Billy Q, in my eyes, has got the best stats of any card. Not the card stats, but actual stats in real life. 40 games, 17 goals, 15 assists. Incredible record for Accrington in the Football League 2. Nearly said the Liga 2 then. But his stats don't look too good, but he's actually quite young. Well, not young. He's basically in his peak right now, at the age of 26. We've then got Kamaru, another player who's been pretty good for Oxford in real life. I believe he used to be at some point at West Brom. I believe I remember seeing his name at West Brom, but he's got in real life. His stats, where are they? 37 games, 16 goals, 8 assists. I believe he's the top scorer in the league. I think it's Football League 2, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, Football League 2. I believe he's the top scorer there. As I said, if I get it wrong, I apologise. But he looks really good. I'll talk about... basically, he might not be a striker, is what I'm trying to say. It's EA which decides the positions. So I'll talk about it a little bit later on into the video. We've got Mark McNulty. Couldn't find any stats on him, but he's a brand new player into the team. Plays for Cork City in the Irish League. Couldn't find any stats, unfortunately, but he's 25, I think. 25, 26, so he's in his prime. Another player who's pretty young and is actually quite versatile. Nikola Tkalisic, I think his name is. Has only played 2 games this season. Couldn't find the last ones, but he's already scored a goal. A player which can play left back, right mid, left mid. Very versatile, and looks not the best at left back, but not the best at left mid. Either way, I think the pace a lot of people will see, and he plays for Norrköping or something like that. Yeah, Norrköping in real life. That was pretty good it was kind of a guess if I'm going to be honest. Then we've got a guy called Melling. I couldn't find any stats. Well, I did find stats for him, but I actually forgot to write them down, which is a bit annoying on my behalf. But if I do get the stats again, I'll put them in the video as, I don't know, a little pop or something. Abdul Majid Al-Ruwali usually plays a centre defensive mid role for Al Taun in real life. He's also played left mid, right mid, and a couple of other positions. Has actually got himself 10 goals, 1 assist in real life, which actually, if I'm going to be honest, is a really good record for a centre defensive mid, if I say so myself. We've then got Dimitri Petratos, who's got himself... Where's the stats? Where are they? Need to move up. There we go. 26 games, 7 goals, 5 assists. In my eyes, looks like a brilliant card. 3-star skills, I believe. No, 2-star skills, I think. Not 3-star. Pretty sure it's 2-star. But I wouldn't mind making an A-League team around him and I think his name's McLaren, the striker. They both play for the same team. Correct me if I'm wrong. Looks pretty decent. Another player who looks fairly decent is Leandro Trossard. He looks actually quite angry on this picture, but I don't know why he's angry when he's got the potential chance of getting a blue card. This season, Trossard has got himself, 30 games, 8 goals, 7 assists. Pretty nice record in real life. Has played cam, left mid, and basically looks like a Hazard regen. Not Eden Hazard, Thorgan Hazard, because Eden Hazard is shocking in real life. And a player who is not shocking in real life is... I'm not going to pronounce that first name because I feel like I'm going to butcher it, but let's have a go. Oloren Waju Coyote. Now, this is a player I keep banging on about in all my drafts that I've done so far. He's got himself 27 games, 11 goals, 6 assists, and is one of the top scorers in the Austrian Bundesliga. I believe he's actually beaten Keynes. He's the Austrian winger, and the top scorer is Soriano. I know that definitely, because Soriano always seems to be the top scorer, dominating with Salzburg. Well, Salzburg aren't dominating this year, but I mean goal scoring wise. But Coyote has been in quite a lot of the Austrian team of the weeks as well, and I'm just going to stop talking about him because I feel like it's just me trying to convince Ned to keep him in the team. But yeah, let's move on. Daryl Horgan, we've got from Dundalk. They seem to be a club which always seems to dominate in the Irish League. 33 games, 9 goals. This is from last season, however. He's actually not got any goals or any assists so far in this season for Dundalk, which is slightly disappointing. But I think they've only played 4 games. It's either 4 or 7. So it could be quite a few, or it couldn't be too many. We've then got... Ndidi, quite a player in real life who's a big prospect for Genk for the future, being called up to the under-20 Nigerian team. Kapuchka, who's got himself, 4 goals, 9 assists in 25 games. Got to rush through it now. Andrezinho, 7 assists and 2 goals. Plays for the same team as Diego Jota. Looks pretty good. And finally, to end this team off, Stepinski, 14 goals, 8 assists in 27 games. So that is your bronze, most consistent but not informed draft number 3. It's looking like not many players are going to change from this team. Just the last few things to say. Positions and stats are decided by EA. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys for the final drafts in a few days.